Guys, I need to tell y'all something. You gotta be careful. It's been like 2 weeks or like 19 days, or I don't know, it's been like a long time since the government shut down. The thing you need to be aware of so far, the mail ran today and brought me bills. My light switch is still working, but that's okay. I have a plan. I've come out here, brought my kit, I've dug a hole, I'm gonna build a hut over it, and we'll stay out here until they turn the government back on. It's okay. Don't panic. And yes, I stole the idea for doing the start of the video this way from Staff Sergeant BA over on Step 1 Survival. Y'all should really go check him out. Forgive the plagiarism. He didn't have to run for his. There's my hole. I didn't let y'all watch me dig it. It wasn't that exciting. I just went and got a regular shovel. You could do that with your little camping shovel. It just take you a little while. It probably took me 30 minutes to dig that out. It wasn't bad. Anyway, now I'm gonna put a structure over top. Man, every time I try to make a video, you guys fly over. Y'all about to annoy me. Yeah, that's like the 10th B1B this morning. Anyway, or this afternoon, right? I digress. I'm gonna build a structure over it and make it a little bit more permanent, other than just a tarp. There's another airplane. For those of you who are new to my channel, or whatever, I live in a part of Texas where there ain't no straight trees, or well, very few. The piece of property I live on has giant airplanes and twisted, mangled, wind-blown trees. That's what we're going to be working with. I wish I had dowel rod straight trees, man. I could have a party. All my practicing would be so much easier, but I don't. I have crooked ones, so that's what we're going to work with. And just in case I didn't mention it, not a cinematographer, so yeah, whatever. That was me chopping on a stick. Ooh, magic stick. See that? It's easier to cut them over here. Let me turn the camera around. Not too late. Now I'm trying to make sure all the little twigs are off, because this is going to be to the inside of the shelter, structure, whatever you call it, and I don't want one of them poking me in the head. That's what all that noise was about. I don't have enough battery to let y'all watch this whole mess, so yeah. Got a little bit carried away with what I was doing and wasn't filming. Drove a Y stake. It's about 8 inches back from the edge of my hole. I don't want to cave my hole in. And then I took my ridge pole or whatever, and I just whacked some notches in the end of it so it would hold the string. Now I could make all this rope. I could do this whole thing with this plant right here. This yucca. It's all I'd have to do is and yeah, I could have tied it longer, but this way it's stronger. And screw a knot, and then I do a loop, put the ends through again, and there's a big old knot right there in the middle, but that's 50-60 pound rope, and I can keep going. It's not like I'm running short on yucca or anything. Just do the next the same way. Come up here and tie it. But because I want to stand here, I can either make the shelter or I can make rope. So here, that's you can. This is something you make rope out of when you got a little bit of downtime, or you're just looking for something to do, or if you're in a bind. I strongly suggest if you're going to do very much with this, you wear gloves. There's a little white ribbon that runs down the outside of that. That'll crack and it turns into splinters. It'll probably never pick up, but it turns into a little thorn, and it'll go in your skin, and it hurts. But number next is I'm actually gonna try to find, rather than straight sticks for this end, I've got one, I've already got it turned up, but I want it to have a curve, and I don't know what to do with the stick, but anyway, and then there'll be a from there to there, then the deal, and I'll just wrap twigs around it, and then the hard part's when you start to, if we were going to do it primitive style, I would get grass, and there's plenty of grass. I could harvest, you take the grass, y'all see me? Probably not. You take the grass and you put it on the outside twigs, and then you put the dirt back on top of it. And the grass will keep the dirt from falling inside. And if you can get that dirt a foot up, foot and a half up on the sides, even if you got to go dig more dirt somewhere, then you can put whatever you want over the top. But if you can get this bottom down here to where it'll collect and hold heat, it'll keep you warm. And if you don't want to stay warm, if you want to stay cool, you keep this in the shade, it'll be cool at night. been invaded. Billy. Hey Billy, what are you doing? There's a dog too. Yeah. Lucky me. Don't eat my house. Don't eat my. He's gonna eat my house. You see him? You see him eat him? Okay. Be alright. Hi. Go make your own house to tear down. I don't even like you right now. Well, you gotta like always be trying to tear stuff up. Yeah. Get you a cookie. Doesn't even have to be a hot dog. They're just workhorses. Try to lead them goats back in, they won't come back here. I come back here and start working, then they come to hang out. Still right, Steve. That's Steve, Mama, Billy, and Fawn. Named Fawn before I realized it was a Billy. He's just really pretty. He was fawn colored all over. Now he looks just like his dad. Yeah, we're it. I knocked y'all all over the place. Okay. You don't even see those sticks I put on the back. I've got to do that 2 more times. And in theory, that'd be enough for brush. I may do it 3 more times in there. It's not gonna hurt me. I just got to take more time getting twigs or whatever. Well, I call them tip branches, whatever. These need to be between 3/4 and 1.5 inches or whatever, depending on where you're at. They've got to be pliable. I'm using hackberry, green hackberry, because it'll bend. It'll flex pretty easy. Salt cedars, salt willows will work. Stupid airplane. Regular willows will work. If there's any piss elm around, if you can find the younger branches, they work pretty good. Young, fresh mesquite will flex a little bit, not a whole lot. After it gets up past probably 1.5 inches or whatever, it gets a lot of heartwood, and it'll bend some, it won't bend a lot before it breaks.